I just gave ChatGPT 5 these two best-selling t-shirt designs and it merged them into this amazing new Van Gogh style image right here. And then I asked it for 10 funny gym-themed t-shirt design phrases for men, and most of these are actually really good. Like curls get the girls, warning, may flex accidentally, or cardio is that Spanish for lifting. And if you've ever used ChatGPT before to come up with funny phrases for your t-shirts, you know that usually most of them are kind of rubbish. And those were just 2 examples out of 7 workflows I'm going to show you in this video that you can use to help increase your print-on-demand sales. And I highly recommend you stick around for the last method that will help you create unique bestsellers, and it's a method that I've never shown before. So if you log on to ChatGPT now, you should see introducing GPT-5, which is the newest model. It's a lot faster than the old one. It's a lot smarter. It comes up with better ideas and it's able to understand your prompts and commands a lot easier. If you go in the top left corner and click on this, GPT-5 flagship model is selected by default. There is other models hidden right here behind the drop down as well. The first one being thinking, get more thorough answers, and the second one being Pro, research grade intelligence. Now these 2 models take a lot longer to give you a response, but actually sticking to the default one is fine, because if your prompt requires a lot of research, it will automatically switch to that. And you won't have to constantly be switching between different models like you had to with the old version. ChatGPT 4 had all of these different models that you could switch between, and it was hard to know which one to choose. Now, just to show you how much faster this one is, I've just entered a simple prompt to give me 40 t-shirt design ideas for a funny birthday design for women on their 40th. And if we hit enter on this, it's now going to really quickly spit out some ideas right here. Usually this would take a lot longer to load. And as you can see, it's even thought outside the box right here, mixed some of these with wine. It's got a sarcastic category and an age and milestone joke one. 40, the new 30 with extra back pain. Here we've got one that says warning 40 and unfiltered. I could see that working with the right graphic attached as well. And that brings me to my first point, and that is some simple prompts like this one right here can work extremely effectively. Give me 10 funny Dachshund t-shirt design phrase ideas for women. I like to add the actual target audience to it as well, so it is a little bit more specific, and a lot of these actually make a lot of sense for Dachshund designs. And all of the prompts that I'm going to share in this video will be available for free download underneath the video in the description. So this is the first prompt I would definitely try out. Obviously you can adjust the number of funny phrases right here as well. Now the second prompt I've got for you helps you write Amazon merch listings more easily. All you have to do with the base prompt is insert a niche at the beginning. So you could literally just say cycling or fishing or whatever it is, and you could be a bit more specific than that, but you don't necessarily have to be, because if we look at this right here, this is a pretty decent listing. It's not 100% perfect. I would still modify it slightly, but the title says cycling design for road and mountain bike enthusiasts. That's a pretty decent title, and some of the bullets right here are also good. It says perfect for road cyclists, mountain bikers, or casual riders. Ideal for anyone passionate about cycling culture, group rides, and outdoor adventures. So it is a pretty decent listing. I've also built a lot into this prompt right here to make sure it stays within the character limits of the title, the brand name, and the bullets. I told it to avoid product references like t-shirt, tea, high quality, or the word gift. And I also said not to include any trademark words or intellectual property, which it can't 100% guarantee. AI does make mistakes and it can't check every word for trademarks, but just so you know, it's built into this prompt, which is also part of the free downloadable file that you get in the description. Next up is a bit of a simpler prompt, which I wanted to try with this graphic right here, which you might remember from one of my recent videos, and this transforms the style. So within the base prompt, all you have to really swap out is the style that you want this design to be transformed into. And then as you can see here, this was turned into a floral design, and I think it did an amazing job. These definitely look really good. So this prompt is going to be an easy way for you to kind of get more out of one design that you've already created without having to do a lot of work yourself. But what if you don't have a design yet and you need some help creating one? Well, first of all, ChatGPT 5 does not have a new image generator. It's still using the same one as before. However, it's going to be better at interpreting your prompts and coming up with new and unique ideas. And this is a prompt that's meant to help you out with that. It is very simple to modify. You just need to enter a niche. In this case, I chose teacher. You need to change the target audience. In this case, I said women. And I said, I want this in this style of inspirational. You could say funny right there. You could say sarcastic, a lot of different kind of adjectives you could enter. And the rest of the prompt is already done for you. I've added some design requirements right here to get you something that looks like a t-shirt design, is easy to read, simple, clear to understand, and avoids things like trademarks, copyrighted characters and logos, etc. Now, in my case, what I came up with for teachers is teaching is a work of heart. So nice little pun in there. It's a very clear and simple to understand design right here, easy to read, so it could definitely work well on a t-shirt. So I think testing out this prompt for a variety of different niches with a specific target audience and style in mind could help you out at getting some good results. Now, next up, here's a super underrated method to come up with way better and unique t-shirt designs that I think everyone should try out with ChatGPT 5, especially because it's become better in this. I'm pretty sure I've been using this method for a while now, and the results seem to be better since this upgrade dropped. So I have two reference designs right here, and they have quite different styles, and I thought, why not combine these, kind of like the example in the intro with the Van Gogh style and the selfie style of that cat. Well, in this case, we've got a fairly simple prompt right here. Again, you can copy and paste this prompt from the Word document in the description, and I think it came up with a pretty neat new design idea. It uses both the raccoon and the cat right here with the ramen bowl, and it has this pretty neat frame around it. Now, the second version right here doesn't really look that great. I don't know what's going on down here with the R and the C, but this one is really usable for a t-shirt in my opinion, and it definitely has potential. And this, of course, is just absolutely fantastic. I think coming up with new ideas based on two proven design concepts is becoming so easy, especially with this ChatGPT 5. Now, I also wanted to give you a prompt and show you a workflow where we do a lot of the heavy lifting up front with a longer prompt, and then ChatGPT just gives us some designs without really spitting out concepts, research, or prompts for that matter. It just goes one after another and generates some designs for a niche that you specify. So with this prompt, you just change the niche once again up here. I chose kayaking, and the target audience, in this case, men. And then you've got a lot of instructions right here to get different results for t-shirt designs in a variety of different styles and phrases. And the first two results right here I think are really, really applicable. I do get sales in the kayaking niche, and these are very similar to the things that have been working for me. Then we've got a different style right here. We've got the same phrase again, but very, very different vibe. Then again, this kind of single color retro style with a different phrase, go paddle or go home. I think that could definitely work as well. And then it kind of gets stuck a little bit on the same style right here. It doesn't change it anymore and also keeps repeating the same phrase. So it still has this thing that the old version had, where if you go on too long in the same chat, it kind of gets hung up and just keeps repeating itself over and over again. Unfortunately, that's still the case. I was hoping they would remove this with the ChatGPT 5 version, but nevertheless, this is a prompt that you should definitely use if you have a subscription to ChatGPT, meaning you can generate quite a lot of images and you just want to enter a niche, a target audience, and see a lot of results straight away that you can then choose your favorites from. And let's talk about something that no one's really shown before, and that is using multiple screenshots of the best sellers within a niche to help the AI come up with new and unique ideas. So in this case, we're not merging designs, we're using what's working the best and telling the AI to come up with new ideas based on that. That would also resonate with the target audience. So we have the prompt right here. In this case, all you have to do is swap out the niche in the brackets right here, and then the rest can stay the same. This is just to make sure that the designs are optimized for t-shirts, and so that the AI knows that we want new original ideas that resonate with the same target audience. And it gives you a bunch of ideas right here. First of all, explains the concept, then it gives you a prompt. This is useful if you perhaps don't want to use ChatGPT to generate your images, or you don't have a subscription and therefore you can't really generate many. So you can still take the prompts and put them into ideogram, for example. I've tried that as well and gotten decent results. So it has 3 new unique ideas right here with the concept explained and a prompt underneath. Then it asks you, should I generate one of these? And I just went ahead and told it to generate a few. This is the school squad, which in that case was spelled wrong, but I think this is already a pretty cool idea with the different animals right here. perhaps the phrase could be different or be changed to something, but I've not seen this specific design in the back to school niche, even though I think it could have potential for one of the lower grades, right? Then I also told it to do the third idea, which I think is even better because we have a pixel art design right here for leveling up to second grade. And I think this definitely looks amazing, really, really good. I could see that working. And if we go back to the example, none of those were actually in this right here. So we didn't have any different animals like in the squad example, and we didn't have a gaming pixel art design. So I think using this prompt right here, which you do ideally need a reference for, that's the idea. So you need to take a screenshot of some of the best sellers in your niche, do it on Etsy, do it on Amazon, do it with Flying Research like I did in this case. It doesn't matter, the AI just needs some references of bestsellers so it can help you come up with new and unique ideas that hopefully work within that same niche. So there we have it, ChatGPT 5 and some workflows that will help you out with your print-on-demand business. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this new version. Do you feel like it's getting you better results? Has it become faster? Or do you not really notice any difference to the previous version? And check out this video next if you want to learn how ChatGPT Agent can help you automate your niche research.